Hey, beautiful people. It's your girl LJ. Y'all know I gotta do my mic check. Mic check. Let me see. Okay. Just have to make sure I can hear myself. Hey, Teresa. Good morning. Artivore. Good morning. Okay, let me get myself set up. All right, y'all. Today is full body strength training. So normally I do cardio, but today we're gonna do full body strength training where we're gonna engage multiple muscle groups. So compound exercises. Okay. So we're gonna do 3 rounds because your girl hasn't done this, and I know I have to, listen to my body. I wasn't feeling good this week. My body was really tired, which is kind of normal, but I always try to fight through. So we're gonna do 6 different exercises. You already know 45 seconds each exercise, 15 seconds to transition to the next exercise because sometimes we just need one dumbbell. So I just want to give you time to get ready. In between rounds, we'll take a 2-minute break. And then once I get done with all of this strength training, we're gonna move to the walking pad so I can get at least 1 mile of cardio. Normally, I just try to extend this day to at least be about 45 minutes of movement. So this workout should take about 20 to 25 minutes if you include the breaks, because the breaks are gonna take about 4 to 6 minutes of our time. So if you include the breaks, it's gonna be about a 20 to 25-minute workout. Okay, so I'm using 12 to 15-pound dumbbells, depending on the exercise. We're working full body, y'all. I'm talking, we trying to get it right, get it tight. Okay, so first round, I'm not going to play any music. That's where I'm going to talk to make sure you all know how to do the movements correctly. And then second and third round, I'm just going to play some music, get in the groove, and then I'll get on the walking pad. Okay, so put this mic down. So you guys already know, feel free to join me at any time. This workout, I'm gonna say, is like beginner to medium friendly. Okay, it's I would say low impact, but if you got bad knees, be doing lunges, stuff like that. So you can just do some of the upper body stuff I have going on if you do have bad knees. Um, but yeah, it's time to work it out. The weather isn't too bad today. It's overcast. It's been raining here pretty much all week. So just a good day to get moving indoors. So, all right. So we got to stretch first. That's what I'm a dynamic warm up. So 20 seconds each exercise. Just follow my lead. 20 seconds each exercise. We're gonna do 3 different movements. Just make sure the body's warmed up, and we're gonna jump right into this workout. Okay, 20 seconds. We're gonna do mod jacks. Just jump in whenever. We're gonna start with some mod jacks. Remember, chat, I can't see y'all when I'm working out, but in between breaks, I will jump in and try to see what you all are talking about. And if I get on this warm up, I'll check in and see what y'all talking about. We're gonna do butt kicks with arm pullbacks. That way we can stretch out this back and these quads. So we working quads today, y'all. 20 seconds each. Anytime you stretch, you want to make sure you're at least doing it for 20 seconds. Okay? Or warming up, should I say. So we're gonna do last thing we're gonna do is regular squats, nice and slow. Just make sure those knees are good, hamstrings, quads, nice and easy. I already know I got a bad hip, bad foot. So slow movement. And then we're gonna get going. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1 more for good measure. All right, Chad, let's see what y'all talking about. Hey, Logan, what's going on? Taylor P, hi. How y'all doing? I'm at work, but might reply replays when I'm off. Okay. Okay, girl, yeah. Replay when you get off. Replay when you get off. This is gonna be a good workout. We working full body. Who is this? Hey, Chris. Hey. What's going on? All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First round, no music. We're gonna talk y'all through it. And after that, we're gonna get jamming with our elevator music because we on YouTube and that's how they rock. So we're gonna start with some climbers first. I'm gonna show you what it looks like before we start. Opposite leg, opposite arm, drive that knee to chest. Okay, just like that. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's work. So this helps with balance as well. So we're engaging that lower core. We're working those shoulders. Also engaging the back. So that's why this is a compound movement. You're engaging different muscle groups. Remember, don't rush through the exercise. There's no extra points for that. But good job. We're 30 seconds in. If you can move faster, I say why not? I'll let you have it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, every 15 seconds to transition. The next movement we got, reverse lunge, okay? We're gonna alternate feet and do the bicep curl. So we're hitting lunges and bicep curls, okay? And let's work. Make sure you're alternating. Palms should be facing up. Make sure you're doing bicep curls and not hammer curls. Remember, those two work different muscle movements, or muscle groups, should I say. Good job, way to work. If you're working out with me, you feel this in your quads for sure. 15 seconds left. It's Friday, y'all. We got to finish strong. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we got sumo squat to the hammer curl, or excuse me, sumo squat to press. So feet pointed out, 45-degree angle. And let's go. Bring those dumbbells down to the ground. Keep your back up. We're going to then come up and press. Okay? You're going to feel this in your adductors, which is the inner thigh, where our feet being pointed out. Press. I know I love working my shoulders. 15 seconds, okay? Good job. Way to work. 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise, we're hitting these delts. My favorite. So we're going to alternate. It's going to go here to a hammer curl. Okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're alternating, okay? Make sure that elbow comes to where the shoulder is. Bring it back down. Hammer curl. Okay? Good job. We're almost halfway through this exercise. I love working some delts. That's one way to get your arms looking nice. Outside of your typical biceps and triceps. Here we go. Last one. Good job. So today, pretty easy, right? So last thing we got, we're going to hit that core. I always engage core. All you need is one dumbbell. We're going to do a oblique crunch to bicycle. Okay? We got both sides. Let's go. So we're working our obliques, the side, and we're also engaging lower core as well. When we come into that bicycle, we're going to bring that knee up. So make sure you're driving that knee up, both on the side and then towards the front. That's how you're really engaging that core. The weight just adds a little bit more resistance. So we try to get that pop and look good. 10 seconds left. Then we got to transition to the other side. Last rep. Good job. Change over. Whew. Okay, we got 10 seconds. So we're gonna knock out the other side. And guess what, y'all? Then that completes round one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Gotta hit that balance. If you're not good with balance, you can always try to hold on to a chair. Like you put a chair right here, that would help. Put it on the opposite side, the way your knee is lifting up. We're almost done. We got 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. That completes round one. Too easy, right? Okay. So now you get a 2-minute break. Get some water. Stretch it out. Wipe your sweat off. Do what you gotta do. Round one is in the books. It only gets easier from here. Okay. So now I'm gonna play some music for these next 2 rounds. And I'll pop in the chat in between rounds. How we feeling? Let me see. Let me see what playlist I'm put on today. Where I want to start us off. We'll start with that song. So if you're working out with me, we got 2 more rounds. Next week, I think I may also do strength training as well, but we're gonna try to do 4 rounds. Because I haven't done strength training full body, I just want to see where I was at. Yeah, my body was out of it this week. Well, I know what's going on, but it's just I don't like it. It's a little irritating. But you can't do what you used to be able to do. So gotta be kind to myself, give myself some grace. But hey, we're getting this workout in right now. So we got climbers, reverse lunge, bicep curls, squat curl press, L fly to hammer, oblique crunch to bicycle. Okay. We got about 50 seconds left, and then we're going into round 2. Once again, I'll play some music. Chat, y'all can talk amongst yourself. Once I get this music going. I know y'all love my music. I wish I could play different music, but I'm trying to figure out how some people get away with like playing real music in their background when they lives. I'm like, how y'all able to do that? Because YouTube catches everything. Okay, y'all, 15 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and get this music started so I can get myself in place. Follow along. Good job. 2 exercises left.
Might lose some battles, but winning no war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more. Go to the top, so I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, don't try tricks. Give me the loot. See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait. This a risk take. This no mistake. I was born to do it. I was born for music. I just get into it. I can't get influenced when I'm the influence. No genre music. We go rap back to pop, pop back to rap country on the track. I was once broke. I was down bad. Swear I'm never going back. I'm from upstate, but we see a little bit of this and some of that. Little city is of sticks. Watch me put it on the map, someone get attacked. If you're not first, you're last. Life is a race, don't you lag. I get a bag and I stack. The reason I tax was not cause they needed me. Got all of mine equally. I see what they need from me. Blood, sweat, and tears from the frequency. Now you believe in me. Cheers for me. Give me the love. Might lose some battles, but winning no war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more. Go to the top, so I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, don't try tricks. Give me the loot. Word in my palm at the top of the game. Still unashamed, no one to blame. Took all the L's and I rose in the pain. Can't have the sun without seeing the rain. And the rain died when the rain came. See the time change, only plain Jane. You and me are not the same, stop saying things. Yeah, they talk, I don't say a lot. I just walk, so I'm moving loud. Really keep it low key, I don't like crowds. Really keep it OG, I don't like clowns. Really keep it just me, I'm the best out. I don't try to keep up, I don't stress out. I don't cash no checks cause the checks bounce. I don't chat about that, I'm the best out. And I did all of this with a pen and a pad. Ship up the tech, got the notes from the lab. Remember the days when I want what I had. Still want more, guess I'm stuck in the past. First or your last. Fast lane, chuck up the deuce when I pass. Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning no war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more. Go to the top, so I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, don't try tricks. Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning no war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more.
Good job, y'all. That completes round 2. I actually like that song. Most of my songs are instrumentals, but I like that it had words. Okay, 2-minute break. Okay. And then we're going to go into our last and final round. So if you're just joining the chat, go ahead and jump in. We got 6 exercises that hitting full body. We're engaging them core, quads. I'm glistening, y'all. You know, I don't sweat. You like my music? He has a little better today, right? Each one teach one. Top of the AM queen. Let's get it. Yeah, definitely trying to. LJ stands for, it's my first and middle name, so LaShonda Janae. Every girl wishes they had a belly like that. You can't even see my belly. Normally I do wear like the little, my top's a little shorter, but hey, it is what it is. But I hope you guys are feeling pretty good. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Man, the last round is normally the best round because it means you're almost done, right? So the first round is like you're warming up, you're waking up your body. Second round, you're like, okay, I'm feeling it. Third round, you're like, baby, we almost done. Thank you. So I'm ready to push through with this last round. We got 50 seconds left. I'm gonna let that last song pick back up where it was, where I paused it at. I feel like it was getting me hyped. So 45 seconds left. So once I get done with this round, I'm gonna get myself set up to get on the walking pad, and we're gonna talk about metabolism today. So hopefully Charity gets in the chat because I know this is a topic she wanted me to focus on. So I'm gonna hit it today. We got 25 seconds left. I'm gonna go ahead and get this third round music going. So y'all already know, jump in the workout. Last round, 6 exercises, full body. Come on, my arms are feeling it. Let's go, last round, baby. First exercise we're starting with are climbers, just so you know, climbers, okay? Just follow along. Follow along.
Never gonna quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself, 8 times, no trust. Give me the loot.
Well, that ended quickly. Next song. Let's go. Give me something good. Good job. We halfway done. Keep pushing. Good job. Round 3 complete. Y'all, when I say glistening, your girl is glistening. Hey, Papa, what's going on? How are you doing? Marco, hey. Whew. No, it's okay, Papa. We still got the walking pad. So good job, you all who worked out with me. You have now completed 3 rounds. So get some water, shake it out. Now I'm gonna get on my walking pad. You can either walk in place, walk outside. If you have a walking pad, join me. But yeah, now we're about to do some cardio. My goal is to walk for about 20 to 30 minutes. That's roughly like a mile or a little more if I go for 30 minutes, depending on what speed I'm at. So we're gonna talk about metabolism. And I got some bonus information just to give y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna get myself set up real quick and move y'all on over to the walking pad. So let me see how I want to do this. And no, it's very rare that I go to the gym. Who asked me that question? Oh, okay. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, no, I don't really go to the gym. Okay. Trying to get y'all set up so I can see y'all when I get my walking pad. I know y'all can't see me, but I can still see y'all in the chat. About to plug it up. Whew. So we can get walking. Okay, let me bring y'all with me now. Okay, there we go. Whew. I was so busy a few minutes ago, but I'm good. What about you, LJ? I'm good. I didn't expect that workout to really do all that, but listening. Okay, yeah, time to take a stroll. You know, I always got start us off. I don't want it hitting this wall. Okay, at 2.5 miles per hour, just so I can warm up. Even I kind of already warmed up with my workout, but okay. Ooh, how y'all feeling? Man, that workout was good, wasn't it? Guess she doesn't need the treadmill. She runs the show. Yeah, and I really didn't want a treadmill. I needed something that was a little more compact, so the walking pad does it. And due to different medical stuff I deal with, it's just hard for me to. Well, running just engages a little more, especially in the core. And I know you haven't been here, but I deal with stage 4 endometriosis, which is honestly it's a full body autoimmune disease that also causes inflammation, full body inflammation. It for me is mainly affecting my core, so my abdominal cavity. So running, I have to pull back from. So the walking pad is still good for me to get my burn some calories, get my heart rate up, and keep moving. So and I'm probably still in pretty good shape, more than most people. So hey, I'll take it, right? What was I about to tell y'all? Lost my train of thought, but that's okay. So I hate that charity's not on here because this was, yep. Y'all been supporting me for a good little minute. I've been doing this now. I've been going live now. I think going on. It's been a little over 2 months, like 2.5 months since I've been going live. So Charity wanted me to talk about metabolism, and I think this will help people kind of understand maybe why they're not losing weight or why they're not losing weight as fast as others. Or I try to keep it simple. You can really get into the weeds when it comes to metabolism, but okay, I'm at least move up to 3 miles per hour, so I feel like I'm walking. I'm already warmed up today. Oh, good, Charity, you're here. Okay. Because I was going to hit your topic, and I was like, I really want you to be here to hear it. Yeah. Happy Friday, for sure. Time is running away. So that's one thing, like when you're trying to get yourself motivated to do something, definitely don't look at the bigger picture, right? So for me, I really take it day by day, but week by week is really my plan because I gave myself a goal of where I want to be. But if I looked at that long term, man, it would feel like snail movement. But with me taking things day by day, yeah, it's been 2.5 months already. That's crazy, right? So, Papa, you done gave Charity a new name. Okay, so let's hit metabolism. Like I said, I try to keep it as simple as y'all know. I try to keep everything simple to where it's easy to understand. I don't try to talk over anybody's head. How much knowledge I have is not my goal to seem like the smartest one in the room. Well, technically, I am the smartest one in this room, so I'm the only one here. But you get what I'm saying, right? So it's not my goal to try to talk above y'all. For some of y'all who don't know the knowledge. Not saying you don't, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to sound super smart. So anyway, metabolism. So metabolism is like a chemical process in your body that basically is how your body breaks down food and drink that you consume into energy, right? So anytime we eat or drink, it breaks that down, but it's also calories. What's wrong with Pow Pow? What? Why y'all think something wrong with Pow Pow? So factors. Normally, when I love to see what people's BMR, and that's basal metabolic rate, and that's just energy needed at rest. So, and that's just to do like essential functions. So if you laid in bed all day and didn't do anything, we had these bum days, right? So BMR is just what your body needs in order to function. Like, and that can be. Let me give you an example. So that's like maintaining your body temperature, blood, blood, blood circulating, breathing. So just the normal things you need to do. Um, those are calories your body needs, right? It needs to be able to burn energy to function. Remember, food is energy. So metabolism, it basically your BMR is the calories that's needed for just to function. So energy. Let's just say calories. Let's use energy instead of calories. It's energy that your body needs in order for you to function. So there is no one size fits all. So I can't say like this is what it is for each person. It's so many variables and factors for that. But men, we'll just say on an average for men, will need more like 1,800 calories just to function. For women, it could be anywhere between 14 to 1,600, and that's at rest only. So we're not talking about working out. I'm not talking about any of that. So the factors that go into your metabolism, you got your genetics, age, hormones, how you eat, activity. Okay. So now let's break that down. Let's break down slow versus having fast metabolism. So I think that's what Charity really wanted me to hit on is what causes somebody to have a slower metabolism and someone to have faster. So basically, it's all about how efficiently their body burns calories at rest or during activities. So that's why when we go into the factors I just broke down, genetics, activity, age, hormones, your eating, those factors all play into if you're going to have a faster metabolism or if it's going to be slow. Okay, so let's talk about genetics. Genetics, it could be just the way you're built, right? There's the 4 different body types of how you're made. And so that could be some people put on muscle fast. Some people takes a little longer. Some people are built a little stockier. Some, linky. So for your genetics, it's the muscle you carry. So I would say for me, when I start working out, it's very easy for me to put on muscle. It's not hard for me to lose weight. I mean, I got lucky, you know. I'm one of God's favorites. um, and then also genetics could be your hormones, like your thyroid. Okay. The more muscle you have equals faster metabolism. Okay. It takes the body more energy to maintain muscle than it does to maintain fat. So the more muscle you have, the more energy you're using, calories. Okay. Age, that factor. Leroy. You know, I don't play video games on here. um, you definitely have great genetics. Thank you. Appreciate it. Age. So with your age, normally the older you get, you have less muscle, you have hormonal changes, and you have lower physical activity, right? So that's why normally the older you get, your metabolism slows down. So that's why I tell you all a body emotion stays in motion. And that's why I'm trying to keep myself going. Even though I'm getting up there in age. I mean, I ain't old now, but I am getting up there in age. So I definitely try to keep myself moving. Just so I can keep my metabolism going. Okay. You know, a lot of people are always like, my body don't do what it used to do. Well, you don't do what you used to do, right? As kids, we used to rip and run, playing tag. We never got tired. The older we got, we had different responsibilities. Our jobs sometimes make us where we tend to just sit a lot. So you're also not moving your body like you used to when you were younger. So you have to take that consideration. A lot of people barely get 30 minutes of activity in a day. Hormone. So what I'm talking about with your thyroid, if you have an overactive thyroid, normally you're gonna have a fast metabolism. If you have an underactive thyroid, you're normally gonna have a slower metabolism. And I can, like I said, there's so many, like, I can go this direction, this direction, this direction, talking about metabolism because there's so many factors to it. Um, and then it's easier. I mean, it's easier to get, even though it's going off topic, but I am going to address what he just said. It's only easier to get a girlfriend as a millionaire. That's what that girlfriend cares about. Because the money is definitely not everything. How you treat somebody, if you treat somebody like trash, just know if they're sticking with you, it's just for your money. But the next point for your metabolism, eating too few calories. So I think I've mentioned this in the past. A lot of times when I talk to clients, they always mention, I don't even eat a lot. So what happens is when you don't eat enough calories for a long period of time, I'm not talking about I'm just going on this week fast or, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if for a consistent period, remember, consistently, it has to be a long enough period of a change. That's what's going to cause your metabolism to slow down because your body is feeling like it's going in starvation mode and it's trying to conserve energy. So remember, food is energy. Energy is needed. So if you're not giving yourself the fuel, it's kind of like, remember, I always say it's kind of like a car. You can't expect to rip and run and go places and you're not putting enough fuel in your car, right? That's what it needs to move. It's kind of like with my car. I can move it to eco. I forgot what the middle one is, and then there's sports mode, right? So depending on what I'm trying to do, it's going to require more fuel. And no problem for answering. Yeah, just know my chat don't play now, so you come here playing, Leroy. But yeah, ultimately that's why people have slow and fast metabolism. There's so many things, not, what I'm saying, it will never just be one reason why. So it's definitely hard to judge somebody just by looking at them, especially for women, because of so many different hormonal issues that we have, ranging from like PCOS and things like that, endometriosis that causes you to have the endo belly, PCOS that causes women to gain weight. Hormones can definitely affect the way you look. So just because you look a certain way doesn't necessarily mean your metabolism isn't on point, but those are some factors. So just be mindful. Think about somebody's genetics. Could just be the way they're built. So you're wondering like why are they able to eat the way they do and not gain a lot of weight? Genetics. Look at their age. How old are they? Hormones look different because it's not something you can outwardly see. So you may not be able to tell just by looking at them that they deal with hormonal issues. I bet a lot of people would look at me and they probably don't know half of the issues I deal with, right? And that's okay. Um, Eating, make sure you have that balance. Remember, make sure you're balancing. You're not going in the surplus, but you're not all in deficient, especially if you're trying to maintain. So we got to make sure we're balancing out our calories. But okay, let me see where I'm at. I've been walking for 13 minutes. But Charity, did you have any? Was there anything I didn't answer when it came to metabolism and like slow versus fast that didn't make sense? Let me know if you have any other questions about it that, or maybe you want me to go a little deeper into something. I would definitely do that. Uh, but I did want to let y'all know. Let me go a little faster. I did want to tell y'all that Chipotle got a buy one get one between 3 and 4 p.m. So if you love Chipotle, today only, they got a buy one get one from 3 to 4. So only for an hour, they're doing a buy one get one. I'm not that big of a Chipotle fan just because of the amount of sodium, but I will say it isn't a bad spot to go to when it comes to trying to find healthier choices. The sodium is high, but the food options aren't optimal. So I'll just say make sure you're getting your water in anytime you go to Chipotle. It was something else I was going to share with y'all. That may be it. After I became a Bitcoin millionaire, life lost meaning for me, so it was an honest question. Well, people don't always care about money, Leroy. I will tell you that. It's about how you treat people. Money is, great, but it's going to draw people to you for all the wrong reasons. So, no, I would not walk backwards. I think I worked the backside of my legs with that workout I did. I think mine is hormonal and not eating all my calories based on you sharing mine is slow metabolism. I think you answered it well. Okay. Yeah, depending on what hormonal issues you deal with, like if you feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, if you're like, I'm eating pretty balanced, age shouldn't be a factor. Because we talk about age, of course it's gonna slow down when you get to like your 30s, 40s, but you kind of know where you should be, right? So if you feel like you're just way off base, and a lot of things are like instinct, I believe. We kind of know what's right and what's wrong internally, discernment. So I feel like if for the most part the things I name, like genetics, age, how you eat, just everything, if you're looking at that and you're like, yeah, I'm for the most part I'm doing this and da da da, then it probably is hormonal. I know there's a lot of people that I talk to who I do know work out pretty good. They're trying to focus on their diet, but cortisol is what gets the best of everybody. I don't think people understand how much cortisol can affect so much when it comes to your fitness journey. Y'all are funny. Those are some fancy pants. Yeah, my sister gave me these. I've had these pants for a very long time, and hey, that lets you know I'm running out of things to wear. Because I've had these for a very long time in my closet. But thank you, Art of War. Yes, I'm doing everything. 2019, I had gained a lot of baby weight, and I was able to lose it fast with dieting, even without working out. Okay, so you had to give yourself grace at one point for having a baby, but it sounds like, but you were able to lose it fast. Yeah, you can definitely lose weight or gain weight just off of the foods you eat alone, without working out. So if you're now trying to eat right, or excuse me, if you're now working out on top of eating right and you're still not seeing the results, yeah, normally there's something where you want to go to the doctor For the most part, they can do, I think, mostly everything through blood work. I think the only thing they have to check through urine is normally like your kidneys. I could be mistaken, but yeah, I normally get a full panel done. So far, I think the only thing I have left to get looked at is my kidneys and my liver. This felt like it's a battle to lose it. I've been able to drop down from 153, but it's slow. And I'm working even harder this time, gym and food. So you definitely have to give yourself grace because you do know the older you get. And then make sure you're trained. Remember, we talked about not letting your body adapt. So even if you're working out, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over, your body's adapting. Pay attention to your heart rate. You know, it's just like and pay attention to what type of workout you're doing. So even though going for like let's say running, even though running for miles, you know, it's a good workout, but it's a steady state workout, meaning your heart rate isn't going up and down. Your body's able to adapt over the course of your run. So for me, I would burn less calories doing like 4 or 5 miles than I would doing like a HIIT workout. Something that's going to get your heart rate elevated. Your body's trying to guess what's next. So also pay attention to what workouts you're doing. Remember, never let your body know what you're doing to a degree, right? Your body's always trying to protect you. And of course, that's a good thing, but you try to stay ahead of the game a little bit. Because once your body adapts, it gets harder. Like I realized my heart rate, it doesn't get as high as it used to when I'm on the walking pad because now my body's kind of adapted to me walking, especially at the speed this walking pad goes. Right now I'm at 3.3. And as you see, I mean, I do have issues with my lungs. I've always had issues with my lungs. Well, when I say always, at least the past 10 years. So I just feel like I breathe heavier. Even though I feel fine, I don't feel like I'm overworking, but my lungs are. My heart rate elevates my. All right, pal pal. Adrian coming for you. With, with how he talking. That's funny. Vegetable for lunch too. Today I do have to go to. I'm going to go to the store. I went to the store the other day to get my ginger root. They were, man, I don't think I've ever seen ginger root like moldy, but there was. I got like bottom of the barrel ginger root, and then when I was getting ready to juice it, I was like, this don't look right. So I threw it away. Now I have to go back to the store. So today, that's one of my errands is going to get ginger root. Y'all know ginger root is good for nausea, bloating, inflammation. So if you deal with a lot of inflammation or bloating, get you some ginger root. So I do. Not only do I put it in my juices every Sunday, I start taking shots. It's the only shots I'm taking nowadays. Oh, you had a swollen ankle. Yeah, you've been my walking partner. How's your ankle doing now? I started running a bit on my treadmill this week. Surprisingly, my heart rate is not bad at all. I think I'm going to start running a bit so I get better. You know, honestly, I would suggest if your treadmill can go at an incline, more so than running, I would honestly say walk at an incline. Running is okay, but it does put a lot of wear and tear on your joints. And even though you may feel fine now, it is gonna catch up later. So I would definitely recommend walking at an incline. A good pace and a good incline. And that will probably have your heart rate going more than running. Let's see. Okay, y'all, I hit my mile for the day. Woo woo. Okay, so this Sunday, I'm going to surprise y'all with fruits and veggies. And we'll see what color it comes out to be and how it tastes. I'm going to try to aim for using more veggies because last time I used more, well, I think all of it was pretty much fruit. You know, Leroy, I wish I could make money off of doing that. I wish I could, like, it is going to sound very crazy, but who cares? Like I really wish I could work out somebody else's body, like literally, like it becomes my body. I work it out and I give it back, and I make a lot of money off of that. I wish I could do that. So Sunday we're juicing 11:30. If you have anything in particular you want me to juice, let me know. You know, my goal is to always try different fruits and veggies. You can't really go wrong with whatever fruit and veggie you use. Ginger root's gonna be in there. That's my signature. Lemon and lime, one of them's gonna be in there. And I try to use anywhere between 5 or 6 fruit and veggies. So turnip greens with chili, pepper, garlic, and extra. Okay. Leroy, I don't think you weigh over 400 pounds. But there was a show called Fit to Fat to Fit that I used to love. And I was like, man, I want to be a trainer on that show. So basically, the trainer, starts off looking how they look. They gain weight so they can match like their client. Not necessarily the same weight, but put on a certain amount of weight. That way they can relate more to their client because the body moves differently, right? When it has more weight on it. So you gain a whole bunch of weight. You can't work out. You gain a whole bunch of weight. I can't remember how much time they give you to gain the weight. And then you and your client work out together. And the goal is to get back to fit. I could do that. Cherry said, thank you for the explanation. You did great and I appreciate it. I will try the incline next time I'm at the gym. Mine doesn't incline. Okay. Okay. You got a walking pad. Why I feel like I didn't know that, Charity? Okay, but cool. If you want to transfer something. Nah, don't send me nobody. Y'all just continue to like, subscribe, okay, and share my videos. That's what you can do to support me. I like how much in the fitness you are. You're inspiring others. I mean, that's my goal, is to help inspire others and to motivate people. I told y'all, I get on here with a big happy face, but it's definitely hard for me too. Life has been lifing. And like I said, when things aren't the way they used to be, it definitely gets hard. Just seeing how my body's not able to move like it used to. And now I'm like on the walking pad. It's so depressing. I got a package at my door, y'all. I don't know if I can hear that knock or not, but I got a package. But I got to finish my workout first. I might try to convince my husband to give me an actual treadmill for Christmas this year. It'd be nice to have one that inclines. Well, you can get a walking pad that inclines. That's what I'm going to buy next. They do have walking pads. Now, I'll have to check to see what the incline is, like what the degree, but they do cost a little bit more, but that's my goal, is to get a walking pad that inclines. And then I can get my sister on here because now I have 2 walking pads. But there's just so many things I'm trying to get. Like I want to get a stationary bike. So I just feel like buying another walking pad when I have one right now is kind of redundant, but I get it. There's benefits. Yeah, cooking is not my ministry either. I'm more of a meal prepper. So yeah, I'm gonna walk for 4. Well, I got like 3, a little over 3 minutes. So that way I would have hit my 30 minutes. I can feel good about myself. It's Friday. We got to finish strong this week. Well, at least I try to finish strong throughout the work week. Saturday, I'm probably going to go to the track tomorrow. So that'll be another. Well, I'm not working out. I'm coaching. But at least we had to walk and get some steps in. Pow, people have to like cooking. I'm more of an air fry, put it in the oven type of girl. Like I like to do my salmon, my rice, my vegetable. What else do I like to eat? My rice, my ground turkey, my vegetables. Like, yeah, very simple. So, but the reason why I say when people ask me, can I cook? I'm like, it depends on what you mean by cook. It's like, I'm not about to go do some pork chops, ribs, or that type of meat I don't do macaroni and cheese like that. Only, well, for one, because the dairy of it I can't do. But I only do that during like Thanksgiving, like the holidays. Papa, you should start going live and give us like show us, cooking stuff. Or maybe when I start going live with cooking, you can jump in with me. Would any of y'all ever want to come on live with me? Hey, you can do that on YouTube. I said I was gonna start cooking possibly next month. That was gonna be my new added thing I was gonna do. But I can add people into my YouTube. So if you ever want to jump in on a live, maybe like a cooking video, let's get it for one day. Okay, I'll take that one day. So I just want to tell y'all, and I want to prove to y'all. So, well, you can't really see it, but right now my watch says I have burned 336 calories, 400 total calories. Um, y'all know if you've been paying attention, if you've been coming and watching me, normally when I walk on the walking pad, it normally says, and I could be going 3.8 miles per hour, which is a pretty good walk. That's almost like I'm about to start a jogging pace, 3.8. I think on average, the most I've ever burned is maybe 200 calories. And that was like me going for 4 to 5 miles. But I was able to burn, I'm probably going to end up burning 350 calories before I even get off. And that's because of the full body workout. So that just shows you full body, like resistance training, you can definitely burn more calories than cardio. Yeah, Papa loves cooking. Come show us how to cook. Oh yeah, I would love to learn how to cook Italian dishes. I'm shy on YouTube. Hey, I was shy too, and now I've kind of loosened up a little bit. So you get used to it after a while. Um, let's see where I'm at, y'all. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost at my 30-minute mark. I also would have been on here for an hour, so I think that is good. I hit all my goals for today. So I did my full body strength training. I did at least my 1 mile of walking, which I did more, but the minimum was 1 mile. I hit an hour on live today. Yeah, that's why you should do it with me, Papa, because I think you talk to me very easily. So I think if you got on a live with me, it would just come natural. And then you'll be addicted after that. You'll keep wanting to get on because you see you're breaking a barrier. So I say, come on. Okay, so I hit a little more than 1.5 miles. So look at me. All right, I'm gonna slow it down, get my heart rate. Remember I told y'all, I basically stopped it. 1.6 is a little slow. Let me move it. Let me go up a little faster. Just try to get my heart rate back down. Remember, I always tell you all, whenever you get done whether it's working out, if your heart rate was elevated, I say anything over 100, you want to make sure you bring your heart rate back down. That way, when you stop, you're not dizzy. Thank you, Cherry. I'm glad you were able to join today. We were able to talk about metabolism. There were so many different ways I could have went with that conversation today and really got into the weeds, but I think you all pretty much understand it now. Just know next time you have a friend that's like, if they don't work out a lot, they don't do certain things, you like, geez, how are you able to do this, that, and the other? Just remember there's so many different variables. Um, so you want healthy, please. I'm glad I was able to. Yeah, I'm definitely glad you were able to catch it today. So my next live will be Sunday, you all. Sunday, 11:30. We're juicing, and then Monday I'm back with an arm. Every Monday we're hitting arms and delts. So today's workout, we hit a lot of the delt. So if you look at my arm, it's the area right here that I like to hit the most because I feel like that's what gives that arm that cut look. So, so delts. So ladies, if you're trying to get your arms to have that tone look, don't just focus. I know we always want to focus on the bat wings because we hate that extra fat, but make sure you're also working on your delts. Your delts and your shoulders as well. I mean, you want to focus on it all, right? You want to have the full combo look. Thank you, Charity. I'm working on them because for the, y'all know I didn't start doing strength training again until recently. I was just doing nothing but cardio. So I'm trying to get these arms back looking right. I got to get some bigger weights. So that's nothing I got to invest in. I got to get bigger weights. I want a bike. So, I love getting them arms together. Sunday mornings, I go to church. Sorry. Yes, okay. I mean, most people do. But, they got early morning church services, right? So 11:30 my time, you could already went to church service. So no excuses there. You could have went to church already. But it's okay. I understand. You can always rewatch it later. So I just really do it to stay accountable. So I always understand if people can't get on. Whew. Okay. But all right, you all. Happy Friday. Thank you all for joining me today. We did the workout. Way to get it in. If you walk with me, I see you. Thank you. I got a little over a mile and a half, probably closer to 1.75 once I turned it off. But I will be back here Sunday, 11:30. Let's juice it out. All right. You guys have a safe and beautiful weekend. Be nice. Be kind.